can't.
he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you f***ed up.
Because Lamont Roach can fight, and he thinks he's going to see the better Gervonta Davis, come out this time. I certainly hope we do.
The boxing world is on edge as the rematch between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach draws near. This second fight is slated to happen soon, and the buildup has been nothing short of explosive. Gervonta Davis has come out with absolute certainty, not just predicting a win, but vowing to dominate and put an end to any discussion of an upset. He's so confident in his ability to finish the fight that he's publicly stated he has a $5 million wager on himself to score a knockout. This supreme confidence was on full display during a recent heated confrontation where words were exchanged and tensions boiled over, with Tank making it clear that Roach will pay for what happened in the first fight.
Beat his ass for
Can't
y'all
do
talk. For
I don't
real.
give a
Man, be quiet.
I don't give a y'all
quiet,
was
all that
quiet. Y'all,
and
if
all
y'all was
that.
loud,
We got
y'all
the
was
whole
fucking
hood
talking
over
about-
there. Like, twist it up. I don't give a
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none
My
of that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get
front
f***ed
of
up
y'all
over here.
face up.
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop
telling
nothing
you.
over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
I can't.
he pay for it.
I
guarantee
don't-
he
I
pay
can't.
for it. I guarantee it. I
Calm down.
guarantee it. Come to
Calm
the fight.
down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna
Come
get
to
you
the-
f***ed up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you.
like
They gonna trick you off your spot.
Get like it.
They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Stop. Y'all know
like
what's going
that.
on. Y'all know
I like
how
that.
I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
The anticipation and narrative surrounding this rematch are strikingly similar to a classic boxing saga, Floyd Mayweather's two-fight series against Marcos Maidana. In their first encounter, Maidana gave Mayweather a tougher fight than anyone expected, with many viewers believing he had done enough to win. The prevailing thought was that Maidana had found the formula for victory. However, in the rematch, Mayweather made brilliant adjustments, completely neutralized Maidana, and cruised to a clear victory. Many believe we are witnessing the same dynamic play out here. Lamont Roach looked exceptional in the first fight, and public opinion has largely swung in his favor. But Gervonta Davis is known for his ability to adapt. This rematch is his chance to correct his mistakes, just as Mayweather did, and prove there are levels to this sport. The outcome of the second fight is being framed not as a prediction, but as a spoiler. Tank is expected to dominate.
YouTube, we're back again with some more boxing news in the boxing world. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach for the rematch is on the horizon. It will be happening this year, and it will be happening very, very soon. This is the thing, YouTube. If y'all agree with me on what I'm about to tell y'all, I want y'all to throw the thumbs up, because this is what's gonna happen. If y'all remember the Mayweather and Maidana match, where everybody thought Maidana beat Mayweather in the first match when they fought each other, like he dominated him, he beat him. Same thing goes here. Lamont Roach, everybody's saying that he dominated Gervonta Davis, but this is not going to happen in the rematch. Gervonta Davis is going to dominate Lamont Roach. If y'all agree with me on what I'm telling y'all, this is just like the Mayweather-Maidana fight. I'm trying to tell you. Lamont Roach is going to lose in the rematch, and that's a guarantee. That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. If y'all agree with me, throw a thumbs up. And if you ain't got Eat Up Keeps the News, subscribe.
In response to the controversial result of their first meeting, Gervonta Davis has reportedly made significant changes to his training camp. This isn't just about running it back. It's a complete tactical reset. He's been seen working with a new coach, Coach Mustafa from the Atlanta area, who is renowned for his focus on timing, precision, and accuracy, key areas where Tank might have been lacking. This move signals a deep commitment to addressing the errors that allowed Roach to be so effective the first time around. It's a clear statement that Davis is aiming for redemption and is preparing with a renewed intensity for every possible scenario. The question now is whether this addition is meant to supplement his longtime trainers, Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, or if it represents a more significant shift in his corner so close to a major fight.
Yo, what's going on, fight fans? Check it out. It looks like Gervonta Davis has a new coach. Now, this is Coach Mustafa. He's a well-known coach down in the Atlanta area, and it looks like he's starting to train with him. I know he has that upcoming rematch coming up. It looks like it's slated for June. Now, this coach is known for his working on timing, precision, accuracy. Those are some of the things that this coach is well known for. He's also been training Tevin Farmer for his past 2 fights. Now, what does this mean for Tank? Is he leaving Coach Kyle and Coach Kenny, or is he adding Coach Mustafa to the team? Is it smart to switch trainers so close to a fight? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below.
This isn't just another fight. It has become the most talked about rematch of the year, primarily because Lamont Roach is the only opponent in recent memory who has truly pushed Gervonta Davis to his limit. Their first bout was a back-and-forth war that ended in a majority draw, leaving fans and analysts with more questions than answers. The public is eager to see if Roach can replicate his performance, or if Davis will reassert his dominance.
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
In stark contrast to the drama surrounding Tank, Lamont Roach continues to project an image of humility, faith, and quiet determination. He doesn't engage in the usual pre-fight theatrics. Instead, he lets his relentless work ethic do the talking. Roach trains with incredible intensity, trusts in his preparation, and carries a belief that his journey is guided by a higher purpose. This consistent mentality has been crucial in helping him navigate the pressures of the sport and reach this pinnacle. In a recent interview, he shared insights into his personal journey and what keeps him motivated.
Who am I here with today?
Lamont Roach Jr.
I don't know who you are, man. What do you do for a living?
And I box.
How long have you been boxing for?
I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so 20 years.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 29.
You made some money. What's the best piece of advice about money you've received throughout your career?
Save that money gonna save you.
Has there ever been one experience where you spent too much money than you thought you should have, that you regret?
That I regret? No, but there's been a lot of times where I shouldn't have spent as much money as I did.
Is there one piece of advice that now that you've been boxing for a couple of years, you could tell your younger self about boxing?
My advice to my younger self would be keep going. You're gonna end up exactly where you're supposed to be at. As long as you work hard, put your faith in God, and you just keep pushing.
What made you really stand out as a boxer?
My hard work, determination to be the best.
Is there one boxer that you think inspires you the most with your play style?
I take bits and pieces from all boxers, even some of my opponents and stuff like that.
Anyone specifically?
No, not necessarily.
What keeps you motivated to keep pushing hard still?
It's definitely hard for me to give up because I know what's at stake. I know what can happen. I know what can happen with hard work. But if I ever feel like giving up, my motivation would be my son, my family, the ones who behind me 100%. They've been down at the bottom with me, so they coming up top with me.
Where can they find you on social media, man?
101X.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro.
Ultimately, all the talk and analysis will be settled inside the ring. The verbal sparring and online arguments will mean nothing once the first bell sounds, as the fight itself will be the final word. The boxing community remains fiercely divided over the outcome of the first fight, which is exactly why the rematch is so necessary. One fan's analysis captured the public sentiment perfectly, breaking down how the first fight played out from her perspective.
I just want to know, when is the rematch going to happen at this point? Because I'm not going to lie, for it to be a whole month later and y'all still arguing over who actually won, it's just really like, okay, yeah, run it back, because we got to go ahead and settle this, squabble this up. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say neither fighter in here is shitty, okay? Because after the fight I seen on March 1st, yeah, they both was tagging shit, both getting up with each other, okay? I feel like this is the perfect match. If anybody's going to do a rematch, you need to be down, period. And Gervonta was stinging him. I'm not going to lie, he was stinging him. Great fight for him. But I'm not gonna lie, he came out knowing what he was trying to do. Y'all have to give it to him. Like, y'all just be hating, okay? Y'all can't get in the ring and fucking fight. Y'all just be hating. At least I'm giving them no day props, okay? Because Gervonta had a great fight. Don't get me wrong. My money was on him. But I think what messed him up was the fact that when he came out, y'all know he usually be 2 steps ahead. He was 3 steps ahead. I feel like he already had Tank figured out. And he definitely was not expecting that. And him, on the other hand, I think he came in really having something to prove. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, it was a really good fight, and I feel like this is how I see it. in the beginning of the fight, he was stinking, back to back, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the fight, that's when he finally kicked it up. But I seen consistency through him through the whole fight. Not gonna lie, like, so I just feel like the rematch should happen because never know. He might, now that he was 3 steps ahead, become 8 steps ahead, and he might really knock his butt down. But at the end of the day, it's like, we need this rematch because I don't think this is ever gonna be a dispute that is settled and, you know, officially he won, he lost until they fight. Like, we gotta see it.
Facing a wave of doubt for the first time in a long while, Gervonta Davis is entering this rematch with a massive point to prove. The narrative that he might be slipping has fueled his training, as he aims to deliver a performance that erases any questions about his focus or drive. Many analysts believe that the confidence Roach gained from the first fight will be his downfall, as he will be stepping in against a completely different version of Tank. The theory is that Davis was too caught up in his history with Roach in the first fight and has now been awakened by the near loss. His current silence is being interpreted as a scary sign. He's not talking, he's just working. This quiet, focused version of Tank is reminiscent of the fighter he was in his early career, a destructive force who wasn't concerned with showboating. He isn't replacing his team. He's adding new skills to his arsenal to become even more dangerous.
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, you know, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off. I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So, yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against, like, somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's going to fold. You're going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's going to get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much. You was overconfident, and you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like, I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont. This from the same camp. We from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up. Because you got to think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that, like, got to step back from the situation. That's why I think he being hushed right now. Because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning. Like when he was with Floyd, like I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got, like, you know, a little bit more in the boxing, you know, thing. Of course, once you with Floyd, you gonna start being flashy and doing backflips off the ring. But in his beginning stages, dude wasn't playing. He was dropping I think that's what he about to go to, bro. And we know that people like, man, did he take Calvin off his team? Nah, like he said, Calvin, his boy. I think he just rocking with somebody else right now to get him some sharper skills, you know, to change up his skill and what people know him by. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think Tank go take it to Lamont. And that's not me being biased. I think we ain't never seen Tank like this before.
What do you guys think? Who takes the rematch and why? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, fight fans.